My name is Bridget Mattis. I'm a mother of two at Willowdale. I have a second grader and a fifth grader this year. My reasoning behind choosing the books that I did, honestly, is I just looked through the different levels of reading. We had to choose 5 per grade. When I was choosing the books, I chose it based upon kind of a beginner, intermediate, advanced reading levels. Each child reads at a different level, even in each grade. I also tried to just select different topics: history, science. There were things like fables in there that taught life lessons. There was a great selection, and those were the 2 main thought processes that I had in choosing the books. So the importance of the book packs to me, on a personal level, truly is just kind of my own family history and also what I see currently in our extended family. My boys, I spend a lot of time, so does my husband. We read, our children read, we're readers. Reading is the foundation of everything. There's so much that we're doing now, in the world, and if you don't know how to read and you don't know how to dissect something, you're lost in the sauce. And it all starts with reading, and the earlier you can do that, the more that you can grow that skill. If you wait too long, it becomes so difficult. It does not get easier as you get older. It's important to start it earlier in these elementary years.
My name is Amy Palazzi. I have 2 children in the district. I have one in Log College and one at William Tennant. And I was able to participate in the book pack survey as part of the Parent Advisory Council. When I was picking the books, I kind of kept in mind what my kids enjoyed when they were younger. I kept in mind books that I thought kids in general would enjoy, because the whole purpose of these book packs is to get kids interested in reading, and if it sits on a shelf and doesn't get read, that doesn't serve its purpose. I felt there was a great variety of books to choose from. Honestly, I didn't see anything on there that I wouldn't have chosen for my kids to read. I feel like kids need exposure to all sorts of different things. But even so, I kept in mind what other parents might approve of or not approve of. I picked books that I thought were just good, honest books. I know there was a book that talked about different cultures by talking about rice recipes that each culture was known for, and I thought that was a great thing because, it's not controversial, and I know my daughter would have loved it. So I think the book options were great. I really didn't feel like there was anything that should be pulled, but I did keep it in mind when I picked the books that I picked. So when my kids were young, we went to the library all the time. We picked books on all sorts of different topics. I was trying to get my kids to be well-rounded individuals. And I know, unfortunately, not all kids have the opportunity to get to the library as often as we were able to. Not all kids have their own library at home with books that they can choose from. So I think that these book packs are a great opportunity to get books to the kids, especially over the summer when they aren't able to go to their classroom library to get books to read. And I just think it's a great program and a great attempt to just get them interested in reading.
My name's Emma Turock. I'm a junior at William Tennant High School. I thought it was a really amazing opportunity to be able to pick these books for these students, because having access to such literature at a young age that's interesting and relevant is really important, because if you're involved in reading at that young age and stuff that you're interested in, then throughout your life you're more likely to continue reading and be more immersed in literature. And that can help you in so many different aspects of your life as well. I mainly chose books about a sense of belonging, and I also chose books that I felt would be beneficial to young students, because they need to know that their voice can be heard and that they have a voice and that they can relate to other people and that there's other people out there just like them.
I'm Jamar Mitchell. I'm a junior at William Tennant High School, and I had the pleasure to be a part of a program where we introduced books to the elementary students in the Centennial School District. As a member of the Student Advisory Council for Dr. Venon for the Centennial School District, I chose books based on innovation and exploration and the ability to form bright new ideas and thoughts as a youth, because it is harder to apply a new understanding as you're older, possibly in high school and middle school. But as a youth, while your mind is still developing and you still have the interest in learning and keeping your mind growing, it is very essential for them to learn many different things, many different cultures, many different aspects of life, because it is not just them in the world. It's not just your hometown. It is a very big world that we live in. My father always used to tell me when I was younger that reading is not only fundamental, it doesn't build fundamentals, but it's also fun for the mental. And having the chance to build new topics for the students to learn was very important for me.
My name is Jacqueline Faulkner. I'm a senior at William Tennent High School, and I love reading. My parents always stressed the importance of reading. I always had books at home for me to choose, to read, to reread, and to talk about with my friends. So I think it is so crucial that we have and create home libraries for students to really be interested in reading and learn about other people. Diversity in literature is so important so that the students can connect to the books that they're reading. They see themselves. I mean, I read Junie B. Jones and Magic Tree House, and they never looked like me. We shared the same interest and passion for learning and knowledge, but they didn't look like me. They didn't have the experiences like I do. So I think having these students introduced to people who look like them and act like them, think like them, who can achieve amazing things that they have inside of them is so important. And it's also important to have diversity in literature, to learn about others, to make connections that we wouldn't have without reading, understanding that is deeper, that we can all be united as a community, as people, as a society, as a school district. I chose the books I did based on not only things that interested me, the things that interested me in 5th grade, 4th grade, 3rd grade, the things that were important to me then that are important to me now, and things that I wish I would have known. I picked books on cultures that I don't know about, that I might know about if I had read when I was younger, read about people who were different from me, who were like me. And now I can build those connections, but it might have been a lot easier and it could have been a lot deeper at such a young age. Young students, I feel, are so much more capable than sometimes we think they can be. And I think that these connections can be so deep, so crucial to these students. And it all starts with reading.